Welcome back to my Fantasy Life story playthrough. Last time we completed some Flutter's requests, such as paying a visit to Gramps, who gave us this pretty cool red cape. So this time around, we're actually gonna continue with the main story. As always, when completing some of these butterfly requests or Flutter requests, we have to pay a visit to good old Butterfly. So let's go ahead and do that. Save our game first, of course. I'm so happy that Laura can leave the castle freely again. Yay. I was thinking though, then maybe we could join up with her and go on an adventure somewhere. Yeah, that would be fun, man. That would be really fun. I should invite her to my party. I mean, he's not wearing anything but underpants on a mountain. How can he not be freezing? Obviously talking about Gladstone or Gramps. Oh, sorry. Once I get going, I guess it can be kind of hard to stop sometimes. Hey, I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool to meet some real deal pirates? You know, the horror kind. That would be really cool. Imagine. Could you guys imagine that? Could you guys imagine us meeting some real pirates? I mean, there's no way, right? Absolutely not. Father, some of the people of Riveria have taken notice of the changes in Lunaris. But can this really be stopped once it is set in motion? Is the situation hopeless as you told me? I do not believe the people of Riveria have no choice other than to simply accept their fate. I'm not ready to give up. There are still so many wishes out there. Who is this mysterious person talking to another mysterious person? I don't know. Gripes and Blimey and whoa. What is that? What is what, guys? What is going on here? What are you all looking at? Get back to your posts. Captain Mustang, sir, it's Lunaris. Look up there. I'm not falling for that old, what do you do to the moon? We didn't do anything. We looked up and that X mark was just there. It's scary looking. Maybe it's a bad omen. Well, I certainly doubt it's a good omen. What was Hugh just saying? But he's been saying so much razor beak baloney about Lunaris lately, I can't remember. Men, return to the castle at once. Sir, yes, sir. Interesting. So there is a, look at this. There's a red cross on Lunaris. I kind of forgot that we sometimes have little things like this, like little cutscenes. King Eric, obviously, with a hat or a crown too small for his head. We got Princess Laura over here listening in, hearing something. Oh my god, look at this. That's a real pirate. Imagine if we could actually meet this person, then Butterfly's kind of like wish would come true. What is this? Flipping Knight? Looks awesome. Obviously, I know all of these characters already. If you don't know, I played through this game multiple times, but it is cool seeing this again. It's been a while since I actually watched the cutscenes. All right, and the forest over here. Some from the forest people and a really big bear. Man, I hope we get to see this bear again in Fantasy Life I, which, by the way, I really have to increase my upload schedule for my Fantasy Life story playthrough, because we are I'm not even kidding, we are getting close to Fantasy Life I. It's not even 2 months away now. It's like a month. Literally, it's only a month and a half away from now. Especially if you have like the early access, which I do have. So man, May 18th, it's almost here. So flipping exciting. Okay, we get this mysterious girl who we saw actually in the like 2 episodes ago when we did the Mountain Snow Peak stuff with the Neb Dragon. She was kind of warning us, telling us to unite with the people of the other lands. Oh, look at that! Oh my god. X marked the spot, right, guys? Let's visit the moon. I bet there's a big old treasure on there. The postman looks tired, but we've seen him pitch himself out of this jam before. He's got a letter from the king, no doubt about it, in gilded royal script. Let's see what he does here. He goes left, he goes right, one man to beat. Oh, what a move. He stretches out and it's in. The letter is in the mailbox. Oh my, what a stunning display of athleticism and postmanship. A great job, Postman Pete. Alright, let's read that letter in the mailbox. Is his name actually Pete? I think it is, right? Can we see him somewhere over here? I don't know. Anyways, let's take a look. Unread, a letter from the king 3. March. What a way to start a letter. I have a request for a promising young individual such as yourself. Please come and see me at the royal court. King Eric of Castell. Yeah, let's go. Another letter from King Eric? Jeez, we're getting pretty popular up there at the castle, eh? Let's head there and find out what he needs from us. We can drop in on Laura and see what she's up to as well. Yeah, that's great. It's actually really cool. Like, you start out as just, you know, kind of a nobody over here. Doesn't even have a life. Literally, we don't have a job. That's what a life is in this game. And we just go to the king. He doesn't even really remember what our life is. He gives us some, like, starting equipment. After that, we kind of rescue his daughter a little bit or something. And now we're just kind of, they're just asking us for help. And we literally are a pretty important person at this point. Well, it looks like the whole town is lined up here. Pam giving away candy? Dude, I bet people would line up for Pam giving candy. I'm just gonna skip ahead to the... Can we enter, please? We literally are summoned. Congratulations, you're our 1000th line stander inner. The what? He's saying you're the 1000th person to be let in today, except he's joking. It's a terrible joke. I've had to listen to it all day. What, you liked it when I wasn't the 88th person? Sorry to interrupt your routine here, but we have important business with the king. Yeah, you and 999 other people. If this is about that big X on Lunaris, get in line, Butterfly. A big what on Lunaris? What are you talking about? Yeah, some say it's a cross, some say it's an X. I say that it's two lines crossing each other. Yeah, I would agree with that. A symbol marring the surface of Lunaris. Marring? What is that word? This was in the prophecy that Mark is supposed to foretell the destruction of Reveria. Oh yes, of course. Well, I'm sure that's exactly what it means. We're all gonna be destructed any day now. If you could just head to the back of that line down there, we'll get you in as soon as possible. Hey, don't brush this off like that, I'm serious. Ah, Hughes. March, Butterfly, what are you doing wasting your time chatting with the guards? I don't know, man, these imbeciles just don't want... They don't want to let me in. Or a better question is, why are you guards wasting their valuable time? They are here on royal business. Sorry, Professor Hughes, we didn't know. Even though you told us that. Yeah, as I said. Forgive these buffoons, they know not what they know not. Okay, please follow me. I also know not what I know not. I think a lot of people know not what they know not. Alright, let's see. Over here, we have King Eric. Oh, well met, March. This is a bit of a surprise, but tradition demands that I once again express my gratitude to you for protecting Laura, blah, blah. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, what can I do for you? Didn't you summon us here? Oh, yes, of course, I summoned you here, personally, to do that thingy thing. Oh, actually, I do remember now, the goddess cock that was bestowed upon you recently. Didn't you take that? Yeah, Hughes has been researching it extensively and has come up with something rather interesting. Oh great, what is it? He found an ancient text that tells of a legend that begins with doomstones falling from the sky. It speaks of how unsettling this was to the ancient people, and it then goes on to describe a large axe that besmirches the face of Lunaris. A large axe that besmirches, yes. It seems these same events we are now experiencing have happened in the past. The goddess cog is also mentioned, and that is all I remember Hughes saying before I lost interest. What a good king. Yes, well, your grace, if I may. According to the legend, the goddess cog is only one of the unique set of treasures, dubbed simply the goddess treasures. These items were given as gifts to each land in Reveria. If we are to believe this legend, it wouldn't mean there are other treasures outside of Castell. Port Puerto and Almayak would be specific areas of interest for us. I regret that I cannot surmise what the significance of these treasures is. However, I do believe these items are somehow connected to what is happening with Lunaris. I also think that the Phantom Girl we saw on the top of Mount Snowpeak has something to do with all this. A Phantom Girl? Oh, I must have missed that part. It would be most helpful should she choose to appear before us again so we could speak with her. Hughes, I'm shocked. Such wishful thinking aloud is quite unlike you and rather pathetic. I like it. March, I would like you to gather the goddess treasures so that we may unravel this enigma. I would trust no one else with an adventurous matter such as, oh, I think I hear her coming. Did someone say adventure? Laura! I said adventurous if you must know, Laura, and I must say it is quite rude to simply interrupt the king. I'm so glad you came, March. Oh, and you too, my little sparkly butterfly. Good to see you too, Laura. I told my father you'd be perfect for this adventure. Oh, well, truthfully, first I recommended myself, but I told my father I'd hang out here for a bit. You're turning down an adventure? Well, after he apologized, I apologized. Our eyes got weepy, you know how it goes, weepy peepees. Laura, please, my subjects do not need to hear about the king getting weepy peepees. Oh, gosh, Daddy, in any case, I promised I would stay home for a little while and be well behaved. For a very little while. You are to travel to the neighboring land of Port Puerto and find this other goddess treasure. Port Puerto is a land of freedom, leniently governed by pirates and nobility. Very leniently, I must say. I think it's the weather, it's always perfect. The sun is always out. It's awful. Okay, dude. But you two were our unanimous choices for this. Unanimous, really? I must say, I'm happy to see my first impression of these two as fools was quite wrong. No offense. All taken. Regardless, I think it's time we send these non-fools on their way, Your Grace. Well, thanks so much for that massive vote of confidence, Aegis. You're very welcome. March, this is really quite an honor to be given a mission like this straight from the king. You're moving up in the world, pal, to Port Puerto. Do not disappoint me. I have written a letter for the governor of Port Puerto. Here. Alright, pretty cool. King Aric's letter. Alright, cool. So we have to head to I guess we're reading this letter. Okay, that seems kind of strange. To my dear friend, the governor of Port Puerto. How are you? I hope all is well with your family. I would like to borrow the goddess treasure possessed by your land since ancient times. Let's grab brunch soon. King Eric of Castell, Riveria. Alright. Let's grab brunch soon. It's too subtle, isn't it? Never mind, there's no time for revisions. Off to Port Puerto you go. And tell him a late lunch would be fine too. Okay, that isn't brunch a late lunch? Or what is brunch again? It's like breakfast and lunch together, so... I actually don't know what brunch is, guys. Like, what is an appropriate time to hold a brunch? Is it 10 a.m.? Is that like brunch timing? 11? Like noon is lunch, right? Noon is not brunch anymore. I don't know. I can't wait to visit Port Puerto. I wonder if I should pack my swimsuit. Come on, let's check out how to get there on the map. I don't think you need a swimsuit. Also, don't think you should be swimming at all, Butterfly. March and Butterfly embark on another wild adventure. Port Puerto, here we come. Let's go, dude. We're gonna go to the pirate town, Port Puerto. Pretty cool. Alright, we are back at the West Grassy Plains, and we're gonna go over this little bridge. And we're gonna see something. March, stop. Look at that. Oh boy, some coyotes. That doesn't look good. March, what should we do? So this is actually pretty interesting. I think this is the first time we get this option. So we can choose to fight and like butt in, and then we actually need to beat the monsters. But we can also choose anything but fight normally. Really well, I guess I could try to land a wing, but I think you might want to reconsider. What should we do? So please do something. Okay, maybe we can come to some kind of peaceful resolution. Close your eyes. Just give me a second. So now Butterfly's doing something, I guess. It looks like we've reached a kind of understanding, March. Interesting. So I don't know, like, what happens there. That is so weird. This game literally doesn't require you to battle anything. And same with the Doomstones as well. If you need to beat those kind of Doomstone scenarios, you just need to, like, flipping beat up the Doomstone. Just destroy that, which doesn't take a lot of attacks normally, even like for a level 5 character, which I am. And then that scenario ends. As soon as you beat the Doomstone, you can progress with the story. And right here, you don't even need to fight those monsters. Anyways, thank you so much. We could have handled that on our own, but that was very kind of you. I am Andy Piscato. Nice to meet you. If this is March, you can just call me Butterfly. March and a talking butterfly. You two make for one wild duo, you know that. The things you see outside of Port Puerto, I love it. So he's from Port Puerto, and he's got attendance. He might be an important guy. Maybe he can help us. I think he might be getting suspicious that I'm whispering to you like this. He's still looking at me, isn't he? He's kind of sparkling as well. Something wrong? No, everything is fine. Well, Lord March and Little Butterfly, it was great meeting you. If you're ever in Port Puerto, come and check me out at the palace. Oh my, well, thank you so much. We were actually just on our way to Port Puerto. Perfect, we've got white sands, blue water, and the most perfect weather you've ever felt. Come pay me a visit, I'll have something nice for you. Let's move out. Alright, pretty cool, man. We actually met someone I think pretty important, and it looks like they literally refill my MP for me so I can just dash again. That's quite nice. Alright, we get to this place over here and we see some cool, like, silver bridge, I think, and a guard, which is not a paladin any longer. It's like a Port Puerto guard. Look at this, the nice beaches of Port Puerto. Man, this just makes me like, seeing new locations like this. It's not new, of course, but it is new in this story playthrough. It makes me want to play Fantasy Life Ice so bad. Man. A month and a half, guys, and we're finally there. Wow, this is nice. Well, hello there. First timers to Port Puerto, are you? Why, yes, it is our first time. Thank you. We have an important message from the King of Castell. Eric, how is that little golden-haired whelp doing these days? Wait, do you know King Eric? Of course I do. You don't gotta be a man of my age by being a stranger with the local kingly types. He has a difficult accent. Alright, and where are my manners? I'm Ahab, just a simple fisherman. The pleasure is all yours. Nice to meet you indeed, Ahab. So you keep company in the royal circles around here? Oh, let's just say I like to think of myself as a little fish who happens to know a few of the big fish. Have you met the local big fish we got swimming around here in Port Puerto? Funny you should ask. We were actually told to drop by the palace here. That's where we'll find the king of Port Puerto, right? The king of... that's a good one. A little butterfly. The king may be there and maybe not there. So, I'm sorry, what are you saying? Oh, don't stress about it too much, little one. I accidentally skipped that. Take a stroll down the streets, enjoy the beaches. I won't be reporting you back to Lil Eric if you want to take some time off to relax. Not that he would know anything about taking a break every now and then. Farewell, little ones. We'll remember that. Thanks for the tip, Ahab. Alright, Ahab. Cool. Oh, over here, I think this is Orlando, right? Yeah, woodcutter. I think it's also a dude. I used to think it was like a girl, just because of the ponytail back in the day, but I do think she is actually a he. Anyways. Alright, over here we have the guild office of Port Puerto to the left. We have a cool mercenary guy and a hunter dude over here. Roy, we have like the fishing association as well over here, like anglers association. Yeah, sure. We have some tailor stuff right here, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And this is going to be Port Puerto Palace, where we actually need to go. So let's enter and see what this has in store for us. All right, let's go. Keep going up, I guess. Palace Parlor. Port Puerto Palace Parlor. That is a crazy alliteration. All right, let's go. Here's Andy. Lord Martian Butterfly. I didn't expect to see you so soon. Oh, is now a bad time? We can come back later, Mr. Pescado. Butterfly, please. My dad doesn't even go by Mr. Pescado. I'm Andy, and your timing is perfect. Oh, before I forget, I've got something for you. A gift for what you did earlier. Luciano. Oh, that's okay. You don't need to yell at other people for our sake. It looks like Andy's a big fish around here. You called, sir? Luciano, these are the two I was telling you about. I want to pay my debt of gratitude to them in the traditional fashion of Port Puerto royalty. Certainly, sir. I shall put together a banquet for our guests. Have you decided on a theme? A theme, huh? Might I suggest the magical sea beneath the sea, or perhaps the rolling big wave of eternity? Ooh, the rolling big wave of eternity sounds cool. Wait, no, please stop. We don't need any type of celebration or banquet. Is it a banquet or banquet? I don't know, guys. We're just here to deliver a letter from the King of Castel. That's it. Just hear us out for a second. King Eric sent us here to see you. So everyone seems to think this great danger is threatening all of Riveria. That's pretty much the gist of it, yeah. I thought there was something different about Lunaris, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Really, you couldn't quite put your finger on the big red cross on the moon? Anyways, yeah, there's a huge X on it now. No, that's not it. Anyway. This dude. Okay, anyway, I'd love to help you, but the decision isn't just up to me. We're not a monarchy here. My sister is our governor. I think you should tell her everything you just told me. Where can we find your sister? Yeah, that's a good question. She's probably docked over at Eyepatch Harbor. She's always trying to get the approval of those pirates over there. My sister is totally different than I am. I mean, she's great, don't get me wrong. But she's strong-willed and decisive. She likes to get stuff done, you know? One of those kind of people. Oh yeah, I know, those people. So, can you tell us where Eyepatch Harbor is? Just follow the smell of the pirates, yeah. Ha, just kidding, we get along great with those guys. Well, I mean, we used to, anyway. At least until my father stepped down as governor. Sorry to hear that. It's okay. Take your letter to my sister. She'll know what to do. Once you leave the palace, go south. Hit up the marina and go west from there. You can't miss it. Just be careful, though. You never know what a pirate might do. And if we can't throw you a banquet, please feel free to take anything you need. I will take you up on that offer and take this silver dagger. That's pretty cool. I think it's actually better than the weapon I currently have on. Let's take a look. So right now I have a sword. But I think the silver dagger... Oh. Wait, what? I can't equip that? Why not? My, what the hell? My dagger skill is too low? He's too low? Are you kidding me? That's unfortunate. Alright, so going back down over here to the Port Puerto Marina, which is kind of the, like the shopping street over here. Lots of different stuff that you can buy. We gotta go to this place. The west over here. We could actually also put down a safe. Maybe I'll do that. Just so I won't lose any progress. Alright, save done. We're gonna keep heading over here. Ignore the big hole inside of the wood over there. And Brutus. Okay, harm me. That'd be one fetching pirate costume you got on there, Lassie. Playing dress up like a pirate doesn't make you one. You know that, don't you? I would watch that tongue of yours if I were you. If anyone is a pirate in clothes only, it's you. Shiver me timbers. What sort of seawater be you drinking there, Lassie? All any of you do is argue with each other. You just gotta get into spats on land, not at sea. You haven't been to sea in years. You're like turtles turned into aging, decrepit tortoises. Oh my god. Now I know you didn't just call me a tortoise, did you, Lassie? Such an insult has had others walking the plank. My mates, get over there on the double. The missus be asking for trouble, so let her be taking it now. Nothing personal, lassie. It'd be hurting just a teeny bit like when you see the tooth doctor. Nothing too bad. Ooh, damn. She gets out of sort of herself, huh? And stop talking in those ridiculous accents. You all grew up in Port Puerto. Hello. Excuse me, Mr. Tortoise. My name is Pirate Johnson. I ain't never been insulted by a butterfly before. It feels kinda nice. But just, y'all still be needing to learn a lesson. Get ready for a harsh lesson to be learning some etiquette, Thar. Olivia joined your party. Okay, can we actually not prevent this? Was it something I said? What should we do? Yeah, we can literally prevent it. Anything but fight. I don't want to fight these guys because I think I might even lose. Why, you really don't want to fight? Well, if you don't think you can win this fight, I could take the situation onto my own weights. You sure that's what you want? No. Oh, shit. Crap. Okay. That's unfortunate. We're gonna have to fight now, and I am not... We're not even gonna fight this dude? Are you kidding me? He's letting his henchmen do the... Yeah, look at this. I do 0 damage, so I'm gonna die here. Unfortunately, I pressed the wrong button, so... Boom, there goes Olivia. We're... Just kill me, guys. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Just kill me. Come on, get it over with. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm not gonna pop any life cures. Let's restart from the last saving point, which luckily I saved right over here. We literally have to redo this dialogue as well. Okay, wow, fun. So yeah, we don't want to fight here because we literally do 0 damage to these guys. Sure, that's what you want. That is exactly what I want. You do something, please. Okay, I get it. Peaceful resolution of this conflict might be the best. Now turn around. It's like, what do you mean turn around? Excuse me, fellas. What does she do? What does the butterfly do? They're gone? Did she just sparkle them out of existence? It's terrifying, to be honest. Understanding reached, March. Well, great. And they're back. Okay, sure. You're just a pitiful bunch. I can't even take on a couple landlubbers. Too busy belly aching on an empty stomach, eh? Is that it? Brutus, honestly, your attempt at some sort of sea dog dialect is cringeworthy. Please stop. Dang, this game using the word cringe in what was this, 2011? That is crazy. Perhaps it's best we'll leave, Lady Olivia. It has been quite a while since we pushed out to sea. But I won't be changing the accent. Me and my mates like talking this way. I think it would crush them to have to go back to proper speech. And that's fine, Brutus, just go. Okay, so it doesn't look like he's actually all that bad of a dude. Are you okay? Surely you're joking. Those buffoons are kind of a running joke in town. They couldn't hurt a fly, but hurting a butterfly, well, that might be the extent of their abilities. Unfortunate, really. Brutus used to be considered a master of the sea. Something has changed in him lately. However, he just doesn't seem to have the heart for it. Even now, pretending he was going to fight me, at some point his charade becomes quite pathetic. Yeah, pathetic. Please pay me no mind. Thank you for your attempt to intervene, however. That was rather adorable. Farewell. Well, actually, we kinda need you. If anyone asks you, they'll tell them Brutus got at least one good swipe in on Lady Olivia. He has a reputation to protect in town. She seems like such a nice girl. Olivia left your party. Maybe we shouldn't have interfered. She still seemed kind of thankful in the end, though. Anyway, so where do you think we can find Andy's... Wait, what? Lady Olivia? That was Andy's sister, the governor. We need to give her King Eric's letter. Come on, we gotta follow her. Yeah, butterfly, like what? I already knew that. I think we all knew that, but sure. I guess this butterfly is just kind of slow. This, by the way, is one of my favorite soundtracks in this game. It's just so chill, and I think it only plays in this one room. Like just the little, I don't know, what is this? The steering room? No, like log room? Amazing music though. Alright, Lady Olivia. Huh? What are you doing in here? Explain yourselves. I'm sorry to intrude, but you're Andy's sister Olivia, right? I am indeed Lady Olivia, governor of Port Puerto, little butterfly. Yes, of course, Lady Olivia. I meant no disrespect. We have a letter for you from King Eric of Castell. Alright, hand it over King Eric's letter. Let's go. So the little king would like my help, huh? I forgot that some lands still use that antiquated monarchy system. I suppose you're March then. I did hear about you. Thank you for helping my younger brother. He has a tendency to get in over his head. He is so very much like our mother in that manner. You don't take after your mother? I've always modeled myself after my father. Both Andy and I were born into a noble house. But nobility never seemed to suit me. I suppose that sounds ridiculous, but I seek pity from no man, nor butterfly. Now, this tale of Riveria being in danger, I remembered reading such a thing in a storybook years ago. How can this be true? We're not certain, we're all still trying to figure it out, but it seems the goddess treasures are the key. Blast, we must find that treasure. Well, you certainly seem to have the temperament of a pirate, Lady Olivia. I knew something was wrong. Whispers from the sea, my blood-singing pirate's dirge. My father once ruled the high seas. He was known as the Buccaneer King far and wide. That's cool. But one day he fell in love with a kind-hearted princess he met on Tortuga Archipelago. Archipelago? How do you actually say that, man? So many words that I know what it means, I just not 100% sure on how to pronounce them. And the fruit of that forbidden love between a wild buccaneer and a noble woman was you and Andy? I'll tell the story if it's all the same. The marriage went through despite a flurry of objections. It was a stormy affair. However, the people of Port Puerto eventually embraced this union between pirates and nobility. Well, that's cool. The angelic smile of the newborn baby seemed to change the entire world in an instant. And do you know who that baby was, Butterfly? Was it Andy? No, me. That newborn baby with the angelic smile was me. Nobody listens to me. I like the part about the forbidden romance and the stormy objections. That means you're actually half pirate and half princess. Should we call you your harness? I'm so sick of that joke. Please, just stop. Anyway, whenever I asked my mother about her homeland, she would tell me about a secret treasure. Really, what was it? She was always very clear about the fact she didn't want me to ever become a pirate. And she didn't want Andy playing sports. I can still hear her voice. Royal blood courses through your veins. I forbid you to become a pirate. I absolutely forbid it. Andy, put that courser down. Olivia, I do not mean to be cruel, so I will tell you this. It is said that under the Great Light of Lunaris, on the Tortuga Archipelago, a legendary treasure awaits the great pirate of destiny. Andy, take that helm out of your mouth this instant. I suppose if it were you who found this treasure, I would have to bless your wish to be a pirate. I'll see. I've made it my mission to find this treasure. I wonder if this legendary treasure hidden on Tortuga Archipelago is one of the items Eric seeks. It's possible. The archipelago is currently blocked off because of one of those falling, what are they called? Moonstones? Doomstones. No, that's not it. Regardless, one of those stones crashed near the archipelago. So they're falling here too. I can get the blockade removed. Why don't you come with me? Do you think that's okay? Consider it a favor in return for helping me earlier, or at least for trying to help me. I'll also throw you a 3-day banquet in the style of old Puerto nobility. We call it a tidal banquet. No, thanks. We're fine, really. We don't need a 3-day anything. You're right, 3 days hardly scratches the surface of gratitude. We shall do the 7-day feast. Oh, really, if we can just go along with you to the Tortuga Archipelago, that's all the thanks we need. Holding out for the fortnight extravaganza, huh? Well, we'll see about that. This adventure may be a chance for both of us to prove ourselves. What do you mean? Let's discuss this later. We must be off. I shall meet you on the outskirts of town presently. Alright, let's go. This is, as always, with the main story parts getting quite long, so if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Okay, I'm actually gonna try something because I know for a certain part in this story, we actually need it to be nighttime. So I'm gonna try resting up over here, already making it nighttime. Maybe I don't need to do this later then. Also, every time you rest at an inn, be that in Castell or any of the other cities and towns, if you rest at a new inn, that's gonna be a little bliss request that you complete. Alright, let's go nighttime. I don't think you guys have actually seen nighttime a lot yet in this playthrough that I'm doing. So, hey, this is pretty cool. I love this game at night. It's so soothing, the music. Really, really calming. I don't see Lady Olivia. Maybe she was talking about somewhere else. She just said outskirts, right? Kind of vague. Hey, you hear that laughing? Oh, that's Ahab. Isn't that Ahab? He seems to be having a good old time over there. Well, let's pay him a visit then. Let's go see what's up. Ah, I knew we'd meet again, my little friends. How does the sea roar for you? It roars good, or well, I guess. You're talking grammar, eh? Are you trying to embarrass old Ahab here by overwhelming him with talking rules? What? No, of course not. I was just noting something for myself. Not talking about this anymore would make me feel both well and good. Well, we're agreed there. Care to join me? I was just talking with my dear late wife regarding my daughter. Probably looks like I was talking to myself, eh? Horror. Oh, I'm sorry we interrupted you. We didn't know. Aw, blast your apologies. Don't you worry your little head, sparkly butterfly lassie. In fact, you might be able to help me out. See, my daughter be a hot-blooded, competitive lassie. But she's still my little girl, see? Even though she's all grown up now. Don't ever become a parent, little butterfly. The little ones will break your heart without even knowing it. Why? What do you mean? Even if father says something his daughter doesn't want to hear, it's important she listen. Parents always need to be active in their children's lives. Even if she acts like she's not listening, she is. Well, seems like you have a bit of passion on the subject, eh, little flappy lassie? Well, yeah, I mean, it's just your daughter is lucky to have her father giving her guidance, that's all. Well, don't we have a wise little one here? I love it. Ha! Maybe you got a career in family therapy, Butterfly. What is that you two be doing around here anyway? Well, we're supposed to meet someone here, but I don't see her. She set you up, huh? That'd be a tough one. I hope not. She promised she was going to help us search for a legendary pirate treasure. Ah, the days of searching for booty. How I miss it. I don't like how he says that. Okay, but treasure hunting nowadays ain't the same as what it used to be. The sea is angry these days. The land is scared. The most important thing about adventuring is getting you and your mates back safe. Remember that, and be sure to spread the word to your treasure hunting friends. If they ever show up, Since you don't seem to have much to say, let me offer you a little bit of advice. When you're searching for treasure, rough waters are the norm. Here's a hint to make things easier. Wait, how do you know so much about treasure hunting if you're just a fisherman? I wasn't always on the legal side of the sea, little one. Oh, is that so? I know the treasure you'll be seeking. The legend says all you need to do is look up. Lunaris marks the spot. Wait a sec, how do you know what we're looking for? We don't have much to do but pass the time with talk here in Port Puerto. Word travels, little butterfly. So this does have something to do with Lunaris. Got more than something to do with it. If Lunaris takes a shine into you, it'll show you the treasure. The lassie you're waiting for be a smart one. I don't think you should have any problem finding it. Horror, I've already been saying too much here. I'm off. Don't be eating the fruit I left behind for my dear wife. No drinking the juice either. It is tasty though. Ahab's eyes really lit up when we started talking about treasure. Did you notice that? Though I wonder what he means by Lunaris marks the spot. Oh, there's Olivia. I'm here. Please pardon my tardiness. My crossbones were crooked. Wait, what? Okay, sure. Oh, great. We weren't sure if we were in the right place or not. I think we interrupted a friend of ours here. I felt kind of bad about that. Ah, yes. This spot is rather special. A few of our more sentimental citizens pay their respects here. We still have yet to locate the most recent Doomstone, but I've had the blockade removed. Let's go to Tortuga Archipelago immediately. Alright, she's gonna join our party. Pretty dang good. Let's finally go to the Archipelago. Oh, actually, what was that? Oh, look at this, look at this. So you can actually turn the screen a little bit, and if you can see right over there, or like right over here actually, if you press A, we find a secret treasure chest, because we kind of had like a question mark above our head. There are a few treasure chests like that in this game, so pretty cool. They most of the time don't actually hold something of like big value, but hey, if they bring that feature back in Fantasy Life I hope those treasure chests are going to be a bit more impactful. Anyways, we are at the Tortuga Archipelago? Whatever, so pretty cool. The Tortuga Archipelago is one of the many jewels of Port Puerto. My mother often talked of the serenity she felt when standing on the beaches here. She said that although she would pass on, the sea would remain the same. And so it did. Lady Olivia, this is no time for maudlin indulgences. I apologize. The most important thing is finding this item to see if it is indeed one of the goddess treasures. The most important thing about adventuring is getting you and your mates back safe. Or have I heard that before? Oh, I don't know, we just heard it from a fisherman we met earlier. A fisherman? Are you certain? Well, I mean, I guess technically I never saw him catch any fish, but he said he was a fisherman. I guess he could have been carrying around a rod as a prop. Strange, you saying that somehow made me remember something else my mother said. Oh yeah, what's that? Beware the 7 heads. The 7 heads, huh? I'm sorry, what? Beware the 7 heads. Why did that suddenly pop into my head? That is weird, but do you know what that means? I haven't the faintest idea, but I have a feeling we're going to find out soon. Alright, well, let's sneak away from this flipping zombie pirate. Dude, he looks really cool with the texture pack. You can actually see like one of his foot and also his right arm. That's just bones. So he has a little part of him that is still flesh, and the other part is just bones. I never noticed that. That is, oh, whoops, I don't want to fight him. That is so cool though. This texture pack, again, if you don't have it yet, go to the link in my description. It's gonna bring you to KingGoose's channel, and you can check out one of his videos there related to the texture packs. I think this shark over here, by the way, the island shark, is actually the rarer one that you need to beat for the, I think, mercenary quests, like the mercenary life. Whoa, look at this. What kind of creatures are these? I think some that are infected by a Doomstone. Oh, the terrifying kind. Lady Olivia, we've seen this before. Those creatures are being controlled by a Doomstone. Ah, I see. Yes, I remember someone referring to a creature shrouded in a living shadow near a Doomstone. The Doomstones make creatures very aggressive. Well, I see these monsters, but I don't see the stone. Oh, it's over there. I see it, over there. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Let's just get rid of that. Alright, Olivia, you go ahead and keep those sharks busy. I'm gonna keep myself busy with learning these controls. Dude, actually, the Doomstone, I said earlier in this episode that they don't have a lot of HP. They have a lot more than I thought, so that's unfortunate. Alright, let's go. We almost have the stone. Oh, wow. Apparently, Olivia killed one of these sharks. That's pretty wild before we were even able to smash the Doomstone. But we were able to. Look at that. It's going to turn a beautiful color again. Like a beautiful... What is that? Kind of aquamarine looking. Cool. Oh, these were island sharks? Dang, the texture pack, especially in the Port Puerto area, it's been... it's kind of flipping beautiful. These creatures have returned to their normal state. They're still pretty terrifying, but wow, that was quite the invigorating battle, I must say. Is this just old hat for you two? This whole proving your worth by saving the world kind of thing? Have we saved anything yet? Point taken. We had several Doomstone crash reports, but this is the first stone we found. What do you make of that? That is strange. I don't think the stones just disappear on their own. I wonder if someone is getting to all of the Doomstones before my people are. Maybe. I don't know. Did you hear that inside the shipwreck? Quickly. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Shipwreck. Enter the shipwreck. I have a weird feeling. A shipwreck is just as good a place as any to search for hidden treasure. Let's split up and see what we find. Let's split up and see... Oh, yes, what you said. Yeah, good idea. And for this part, actually, is... this is the exact part why I wanted it to be nighttime. There's something down here between these boards. It looks like some type of journal or something. Wow, there's a monster on the cover that really shines in the moonlight. Cool. Oh man, these pages are so worn. I can't read. Well, the first page seems to be okay. Marge, did you find something? Let me have a look. So yeah, this area you have to like get clues normally in the boat, like in the shipwreck, to what you need to do. And then it says something like light shining through the cracks or something, and it needs to be at night. So yeah, you need it to be nighttime in order to find this, I'm pretty sure. A big what on Lunaris? Well, look at that. The monster on the cover, it has 7 heads. Obtain Great Pirate's Journal. Yeah, it's like a Hydra, right? Uh-oh, we're supposed to beware the 7 heads, aren't we? The script is really old, but I can just make some of this out. 7 rules of good pirate. Be your ship's guardian and she will be yours. True this that to the swashbuckler go the spoils. Oh my god. And to protect those mates who got your back is a pirate's duty. Yourself having a kraken problem, get kraken on a solution. My crew knows that real pirates cry. Your crew should too. Young cowards flee a sinking ship. Old pirates bail water. Pirate honor rivals nobility. Show everyone the truth. Dedicated to my mates and my children. Ahab Pescado. Oh, dude. That sounds like some pretty good rules to live by. If you're a pirate, that is. Especially the one about real pirates crying. So how did this journal get here? Is this a treasure we're looking for? I don't think King Eric would be very happy if we went back to him with some beat-up journal. That hint about Lunaris leading us to the treasure didn't seem to do much here. What hint was that? Oh, that fisherman. He said, if Lunaris takes a shine into you, it'll show you the treasure. Maybe this journal is some sort of treasure? Is that possible? Are you okay, Lady Olivia? Is something wrong? No, I'm just trying to think. If Lunaris takes a shine into you, it'll show you the treasure. Yeah, that fisherman is some kind of character. Oh, wait a second. Didn't he say his name was Ahab? The journal was signed by an Ahab Pescado. I wonder if that's the same guy. Pescado. Why does that name sound familiar? This butterfly is really dumb. In any case, if this journal is indeed some sort of treasure, there must be something more to it. Handed over Great Pirate's Journal. Alright, pretty cool. Perhaps with the moon shining here, this could have been a treasure to someone who wishes to be a... No, that's ridiculous. It can't be that. Yeah, I was expecting something big and shiny and, you know, treasury. But I gotta tell you, I can feel something inside that journal. There's a very strong hope in there. A wish. I believe that the treasure you're seeking, dear butterfly, must be hidden somewhere else. Let's return to town. I have much to think about. Really? We're just gonna return to town? Okay. Guess so. I shall return to my ship's cabin. Recent events have given me many things to examine. I'll go see the innmaster. I'll ensure that you are well taken care of. Get some rest. You've done well. And thank you. Okay, I guess Olivia left our party, so did I not need to make it nighttime yet for that? I'm confused, guys. Like, having played this game as many times as I did, I remember kind of what to do in these story things, but not in what exact order, it seems. So let's go to the inn once again. Alright, let's go. Port Puerto Inn. Ah, yes, you must be March. We've been expecting you. Lady Olivia already contacted us. Please let us know if there is anything you require. Lady Olivia seemed pretty troubled when she left. I hope she's alright. Let's get some rest and we'll check on her in the morning. In the morrow. Let's do that. Oh, that was a quick little rest. Meet Olivia in Eye Patch Harbor. Miss Olivia. Oh, March and the talkative butterfly. I'm so glad to see you both. I just can't seem to figure something out. You know of my desire to be known and respected as a true pirate, yes? And you know of my mother's clear opposition to my personal wishes, yet she was the one who first told me about a treasure that lies on Tortuga Archipelago. And my treasure hunting skills took us to that journal, which outlined best pirate practices. A journal that was written by... Oh, look at that thar. The wee lassie looking like she's got some concern about her. Ah, Brutus, what you want, man? Them aristocromatic items be hurting your head, lady? I'd be jealous, as real pirates don't be having no ability to mold stuff in the head. I can barely understand what you're saying. You fools are pushing your luck here in Port Puerto. Lady Olivia, I heard you were concerned. Do not, I say, do not waste your life giving over to the trials, travails, and turmoils of worry. What is this guy on about? Allow me to regale you with the tale about my first love. She was gone with the warm summer wind. Oi, I don't want to hear nothing about no lady kissing. Oh, wherefore fart thou this sappy doofus come from? Sister, what are you doing? Andy, I'm a little busy right now, if you don't mind. Ooh, seems like we stumbled across something here. Oi, that's the governor. Acting governor. Well, if you're just pretending to be the governor, then we don't have to worry about you getting in our way. So let's just agree to steer clear of us, eh, boy? Else them pretty cheeks of yours might be looking more like fish cheeks with gills, but they'd be cuts. I gave up my poetry, quite judging me, Smileys. I absolutely dare you to lay a hand on my brother. I'll lay more than just a hand on him, lassie. Yar, we can pick up this fight here right where we left off. I'm waiting. Lassie, I be having no humor for you today. I be not holding back this time. Them fishes in the harbor are real hungry, lassie. And those fish might feed you if you had any bait. Who's there? Ah, the good old music. When this music plays, you know the story's finally picking up. But if you'd rather be spending your energy on fighting rather than eating, I'd be more than happy to oblige. I'm more your size anyway, coward. Huh. That laughter and that bear jiggling berry. Captain, can it be? I ain't never heard of no captain, can it be? You ignorant deck swabber, that's the great pirate Captain Ahab. Shut up, he's a true ruler of all the seas in Riveria. People still be telling those tales, eh? How are you, Brutus? It's been quite some time. You're not be starting silly fights still, eh? By the sea gods, no, Captain. We were just fooling around with some of our mates here. That'd be all good then. You know what'd happen if you laid your dirty hands on these good and decent mates of yours, eh? Aye, Captain Ahab. I was administered the tickling rack once in my life. I dare say I don't be needing it again. You let me know if there's any other trouble out here, right, Andy? Sure, Dad. Good to hear, good to hear. I'll be needing to speak with your sister for a bit. I'm not taking the hat off. I don't need another lecture about what Mother wanted. Looks like you found that journal, eh? We did. Now I'm more confused than ever. Is this the treasure Mother always talked about? That makes for one weak bit of booty, if you ask me. But that's not the point, see? How did you fare with the riddle of the 7 heads you saw there? Or did you miss it? What? I didn't see any riddle. You read the 7 rules of being a pirate, yar? How much more obvious can it be? You're awful quiet over there, March. You got any thoughts? Did you see any riddle, March? Olivia, come with me, dear daughter. I have something to show you. This better be good. March, care to come too? I think this will interest you as well. Let me speak with Olivia for a moment. Meet us at the lighthouse, yar. Gosh, man, this... I start to really... It's actually the first time when I replay the story, maybe because I am, like, reading aloud every single piece of dialogue. And it is actually... it's painfully long. It is painfully long getting through this entire piece of dialogue. It takes way too long, to be honest. But why are we here? This lighthouse was a very important place for Elise and me. Mother? Oh, Olivia, if only you'd heard some of the squalls your mother and I got into regarding your future. I can barely imagine Mother ever raising her voice. Your parents never wanted you to see them fighting, so they would come here to resolve their issues. Aw, isn't that sweet? Well, it was more by necessity. This room has a limited amount of breakable items. Okay, I've made several patches to the walls over the years. Is that true, Father? Yar, 'tis. What about my future cost such heated... It was about me wanting to be a pirate, wasn't it? Yar, your mother loved you dearly, Olivia. She wanted you to have every opportunity. In the end, we agreed on what was best for you. I feel lucky we were able to settle that before she passed on. Dad, I think I'm gonna cry. That was Butterfly saying that. It's not that I wanted you to be a pirate. I wanted you to do whatever you wanted. If that meant being a pirate, then so be it. Elise's wish was to raise you as befits a noble. That wish is still strong in here. Butterfly, what was that? I could sense it in that journal too. The power of her wish is everywhere. We were both very opinionated on this matter, and of course our opinions were very different. And it was easy. We both agreed he shouldn't be playing sports. With you, though, it took us a while to realize neither of us were going to be completely right. So we hatched a plan. Let Olivia decide, we called it. We stashed something in a shipwreck down on a monster-infested shoal. We figured that way if you ever found it, the journal. Yeah, we figured if you found it, it'd prove pirate blood be thicker in your veins than noble blood. I still can see your mother's smile. She agreed that if you pulled this off, she'd have to concede. Really? She said that? Oh, with happy news for the Lady Olivia. While her mother rests in peace high within the firmament, Lady Olivia is able to gain her approval. I don't know what to say. I miss her so much, Father. Sometimes I don't think I can bear it. I know, my dear. Trust me, I know. But you can bear it. We both can, and we'll both go on for her sake. Which brings me to the riddle. Do you still not see it? It were your mother who devised it, after all. She had left her approval to you plain as day. March, I find it unnerving when one is so silent. You see the answer, don't you? March, what is he talking about? I still don't see it. Did my mother really approve of me choosing the pirate way of life? She did, man. You gotta read the first word of those rules. I'm pretty sure that's what you had to do, right? How can you be so sure? I just want a straight answer. I'll take that wish and apply to a riddle-solving attempt if that's okay with everyone. We found those 7 rules of being a pirate, and the clue was beware the 7 heads, right? So the question is, what are the 7 heads? Let's take a look at the 7 rules again. How is that going to help? Wait, perhaps the 7 heads are the 7 first words of each rule? Alright, so 7 rules of good pirating. Rule 1, be blah blah blah, so all the same things. So let's read the first word. I can't believe it. It says, be true to yourself, my young pirate. It sure does, my sweet. There is your mother's true wish right there. Now we just got one last bit of business. What is that, huh? Probably the actual goddess treasure, which is why we're here, right? Why is everyone so quiet? What's going on? We have something to confess, lassie. I mean, Lady Olivia. Somehow you knew we were just putting on a show. We were doing it because we thought we were protecting your mother's wishes. She was always very kind to us. So we did all we could to make you hate everything about pirates. Apparently we didn't do a good job. But now we know that your mother is okay with this. From today forward, you're Olivia the Lady Pirate. I pledge my right arm to the Lady Pirate. Aye, and all her recklessness be all yours too. Don't get ahead of yourselves now. She only be a fledgling captain. She be needing to learn the ropes from you, so be firm with her sometimes as needed. She needs you. I don't know what to say. Now the Lady Pirate turns timid. Why, she's gone as red as a poor lobster. It's time to celebrate. I can practically hear your mother laughing with us, wherever she may be. I measure her as a tee-hee type laughter. Oh no, she had a bigger laugh than me. Hers was more like, boy hardy hard to horror. Well, this has been quite a little adventure. Allow me to present it to you with a token of gratitude for helping Olivia. Oh my god, finally, thank god. So, we get the goddess treasure of Port Puerto, the goddess anchor. Okay, pretty cool. Where did this come from? This here has been the crown jewel of the pirate class in Port Puerto for many generations. Its safety was entrusted to me many years ago, and I see now that what it was being kept safe for all the years. Butterfly, I got a message for your king. I don't know much about no Doomstones or the end of Reveria as we know it, but I do know we all rely on one sea to keep us afloat. It's one world and we're all mates here. I hope this gift helps, and if it doesn't, we'd be liking it back just as soon as it is convenient. That's so great of you, Ahab. Thanks so much. We'll pass this on to the king right away. Oh, that's right. King Eric is going to need a formal reply back. Andy, you've always had the better penmanship. If you don't mind, can you... No way, you're always trying to put responsibility for stuff onto me. If you want to play pirate, that's fine, but you still gotta play governor too. That's your life. I already covered for you as acting governor. Of course, you could put me in charge permanently, and I could just hire someone else to do everything. Brutus here might make a decent acting governor. No, fine, you're right. It's my responsibility, and I'll take care of it. I hate it when you're right. Butterfly March, please meet me in the palace parlor. I'll have a formal response for King Eric. God, guys, it is about time to end off this episode. It is really getting to me. I love this game. And I do, believe me, I do love the story of this game. But it is, it's quite long. It's quite long of just listening to everyone talking here. There's no actual gameplay, at least not a lot of actual gameplay. It's just running from here to there, talking to people and advancing the story that way, and it really gets pretty boring. It really does. I hope they improve on the on this aspect in Fanny's Life I, because wow. All right, anyways, is Lady Olivia here? Ah yes, Butterfly, we were just discussing the preparations for the feast of 20 days in your honor. Contrary to its name, the feast does not actually last for 20 days. That would be ridiculous. Oh, Hugh, that's good, because we really need to get back to King Eric. Yes, all in good time. The feast of 20 days is meant to be funny because it lasts for 5 months. That's worse, somehow. But wait, if you're going to do that, we might as well do the annual, year-long annual. Luciana, how did the dosh levels look in our treasury since the last year-long feast? I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I've got your letter right here. I hope you can read it. That's gonna be Olivia in a formal attire. What? I know, this outfit, it's ridiculous. This whole palace thing is absurd. Hopefully I won't be spending too much time stuck here. Regardless, please take this with our blessings. Yay, we got Olivia's letter. Come see us again. I hope Andy's thanks doesn't scare you off. He has a thing for throwing parties. Yes, come back again soon. You may have escaped my hospitality this time, but that's fine. This just gives me more time to cook up plans for the greatest feast in the history of Riveria. And please take care that you don't run into any of those, what are they called? Goonstones? Doomstones. We'll be fine, and we'll take care of any goonstones we see. Doomstones too. Does anyone know what those things really are? Castell's best researchers are on the case, but they haven't solved anything yet. We've heard rumors that these boonstones are being cast by the Dark Sultan of Almayak. The Dark Sultan of Hujik? The successor of the great Dark Sultan who was, well, King Eric knows about him. They go way back. His name is Damien Hellborn. That's such a flipping fire name. But his friends call him Helly D. Okay, I don't think so. He's been quiet for the last decade, but we've heard he has been building a Maginite army. Oh, that sounds dangerous. How many pirates do you think it would take to defeat a Maginite army? Sis, you sound way too excited asking that question. Oh, come on, Andy. I want some buckling with my swash. I can't just be a pirate in dress clothes. We'll talk about that later. Oh, good luck with that. Thanks for everything. I'm sure we'll see you two soon. It has been quite the experience meeting you all. Maybe next time we'll bring some friends. That would be lovely. If I'm not sailing the high seas, I'd be more than happy to receive you here. She'll be on the high seas. I'll be here, though. Great. It is getting hard staying excited and having fun here, but I'm pulling through. Guys. Oh my god. Report to King Eric. Finally. Let's bring this goddess statue back to him. Oh, this is so rough. Dashing has increased to level 4. Nice. Here we flippin' are. Well, if it isn't March, I was beginning to wonder if we'd lost due to the trappings of Port Puerto. You both look good with a bit of color, especially you, Butterfly. Why, thank you, Your Grace. We picked up more than a 10 while we were there. We handed over the goddess anchor. Yippee-yay. Oh, and her letter, of course. Almost forgot about that with all of the yapping going on. Dearest King Eric, I hope this treasure will help us preserve Riveria. This is one sea and one world in which we are all mates. Olivia Pescado, pirate governess. Oh, I love the overdramatic attempt at metaphor that those Port Puertoans have. Port Puertoans? Puertorians? What are they called? No matter, it's their concern, not mine. If they can't have a respectable name that rolls off the tongue. March the Flutterer, you have my praise, which, yes, is a king's praise. Good work. I told you March could do it. Although I've never been one to spout terms like egats, I nearly did here. Our faith was rewarded. We're glad we can help, and thank you for believing in us. It was pretty dangerous there for a bit. I got weak in the knees a few times. I was not aware of the effect butterflies had knees. Even a king learns something new each day. I have 4 knees and 2 elbows, Your Highness. No one likes a braggart, Butterfly. 4 knees? Where are you keeping the other 2? Or 4 for that matter. You don't have any knees. Stop bullshitting. This is a nice bit of dosh, March. We could make a good living just doing this. You have our thanks, and now you have our dosh. Feel free to spend it all here in Castell. Yeah, thank you, Your Grace. We just may do that. I can't wait to go tell Pam about this last adventure. Home is the hero's true destination. You are welcome to it. Take care and rest up. Don't gotta say that twice, my good friend. Absolutely not. Let's return home, talk to Pam, and get this over with. Welcome back, dearies. You'd been gone so long, I was quite worried about the 2 of you. We just got back from Port Puerto. Don't I look more tan? I'm an entirely deeper shade of white now. You'd love it there, Pam. I skipped it. Oh, that does sound lovely. You must be so exhausted. You can tell me all about your travels later. You need some rest first. That's gonna be it, guys. Oh boy, Tale of Lunaris. Completed. Okay, good. I really hope this is gonna be the longest episode because I don't want them being any longer than this. I might have to do these main story parts or like episodes in 2 parts because I just get kind of annoyed near the end. The Doom Zone is ready, Your Darkness. Excellent. What are you waiting for? Stop staring at me and get going. As you command, Your Darkness. Ooh, a little look at Damien Hellborn. Can I ask you something that has been on my mind? Speak up if you will, dearie. My hearing isn't what it used to be. Can I ask you something that has been... Okay, now you're just shouting. Sorry, I've just been wondering lately, what do parents really want for their children? Well, I think that depends on the parent and the child. Why do you ask? Well, it seems some parents want their children to be just like them, and others want the opposite. Yes, well, it takes a while, but most parents eventually wind up wanting the same thing for their children. What's that? They simply want their children to be happy. That is, I think that is very, very true. If you're a good parent, at least, you should definitely only want one thing, and that's for your, oh, well, 2 things, I guess. For your children to be happy and healthy. Those are the 2 most important things in life, man. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. We're gonna end it off right over here in this cozy little room. If you somehow watched the entire thing, I don't believe it, but thank you so much for watching, because that was rough, guys. That was rough. I don't think I've ever been this, not necessarily annoyed, but I feel like I need a nap. After doing this entire story thing, reading every piece of dialogue, I feel like I should go to bed for a couple of hours. Anyways, yet again, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode and you want to see more stuff just like this, definitely don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Not even 2% of the people watching my videos are actually subscribed, so I would appreciate it a lot if you would do so. With that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, later. Bye.